could buy money. Okay. Just Okay, I'm going to Hagerstown. And I, yeah, but I don't have high blood pressure. She goes, yes, you do. I go, no, I don't. You gave me a
You're right.
Hello? Is on the line yet? Of course, Dolores, I'm just on hold or waiting.
Well, I got waiting too, I guess.
Okay. I want to make sure the connection was good. Put it on speaker.
I gave you all the information, but nobody heard it, so I guess I'll have to start over. This is Pat Tyler from Dollar, and we have Melissa Zervos, Michelle Fraser, Alice Worth, Violet Tunji, Peter Tucker, Molly Dugan, Melezi, and Helen Coop here in the room. We are not taking roll. We are able to see who's joining us, via the webinar. So I'm going to start right in with some federal updates. This update is from Shop Talk. Shop Talk is a bi-monthly conference call that the Office of Career Technology and Adult Education hosts for state directors and state staff in the state adult ed offices. And they pointed out to us that there's some joint performance guidance for WIOA programs have been released in December. It is the Program Memorandum 17-2. And this is important because there is an opportunity to comment on what is known as sub-regulatory guidance until March 20th, 2017. And I do want to remind everyone, I think everyone knows that our current performance measures come from Title I of the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, Section 116 of that act. There are regulations, and now we have regulatory guidance, which gives a little bit more information. And it is, as I said, an open comment period until March 20th, 2017. Now, I will warn you, that is a 72-page document, but it really is important for adult ed programs to review it, and you may not want to review it in its entirety, but certainly the pieces that regard measurable skills gain, which is the one performance measure that where we have performance targets at this particular time. We will have performance targets in the future on the other performance measures once a baseline is established. So I know we've recently had some questions about what is effectiveness in serving employers. And this particular guidance document gives some information on that. And so there are are some opportunities to comment on that at this time. And it is possible also that you receive some information from the Division of Workforce Development and Adult Learning here regarding comment on that. So an important document, if you download that document from the Octave website and you wish to discuss it, please be in touch with us. With that, we're going to move on to Wednesday upcoming events. And we did to make you aware of these. If you are not already, we have included the website for these. So WIOA Wednesdays, and even though they are WIOA Wednesdays, some of them occur on Thursdays too. And we have listed the ones that are coming up in the near future, and you may register on the website. One delivery system overview, we expect that to be very, very important to, you know, our system work that we do, the system at large. And certainly WIOA partners on the 22nd will be very important, and we highly recommend that you you avail yourselves of these.
Okay. So for professional development, this is Melissa Zervos. And if you could also sign in the chat box while we're here so we can get a record of everybody's attendance, that would be great. And program. So for here, we have just a few things coming up. There's some work with the IEF for the Learning to Achieve. They've been notified that tomorrow we're having a webinar and then a future meeting. MACE has got their Winter Institute on the 24th. You can check their website, and I'm sure later on in this presentation you will get information about that. There have been 3 changes in March, so I encourage you to go to the calendar that's on our website to check the information. The G conference that was originally scheduled for the 4th is now moved to the 11th, and the 2 TABE training have been moved as well to the 20th and the 27th for space use. Invitations will be going out for these events shortly. Just some updates on what's been going on with PD. We had our professional development work group meeting after the first of the year. We've added a few new members. We're still taking on a few new members. The areas that we're working with are how to more effectively use the train the trainer model, some state planning for PD, and looking at handbooks for professional development. I also am working with a Career and College Readiness Standards Implementation Work Group, and we're working on getting a toolkit together to help programs implement standards. And as I said before, the Maryland GED trainers, there are 3, are currently preparing for the March conference that has now been rescheduled to March 11th and on the calendar. Now, Melissa.
Good morning, everyone. Just a few quick updates. The next LACES work group meeting will be March 2nd at Anne Arundel Community College at 10 o'clock. And the webinar to keep a lookout for will be hosted by Shannon Stengus from LACES. We're trying to schedule between mid to late March, ending her schedule. So once I find out the date on that, I'll definitely send it out. That will cover the newest Table 4 and Table 5 information that LACES is rolling out based on new WIOA changes. And calendars for June 13th and 14th. We will cover in-person training with Shannon. It will be at the Howard County Library at the Miller branch. We won't need computers for this LACES training. Shannon will be presenting all the new tables, the new NRS tables at this training. The MS and the admin to attend together as a pair. So I will schedule your pair on which day to attend, the 13th or the 14th. You only attend one of those 2 days. They're going to be the same exact training both days, but because of space, we can only have half programs attend on the 13th and half of programs on the 14th. But you will attend rather the MIS and the admin as a pair, and is required So keep a lookout for your emails to check emails from me about these upcoming dates.
Good morning, everyone. This is Molly Dugan. We don't have very much GED information this particular month. There were no big announcements from GED testing service. It's really too early to report on data. They caution us to use only 3 months worth of data. But for your information, our testing volume is running approximately the same as it was last year, about the same number of testers, both for the calendar year of 15 to 16 and in the month of January to last January. GED testing, as far as I know, no one is running into any issues locating a testing center, but if you're familiar with anything like that, please make me aware of that. And just 2 other things. From the testing center this morning, they provided a survey, which I was going to take a quick look at so that I could announce it to you, tell you something about it, but it wasn't open yet. Just this morning, a GED testing GED testing service survey was put on the website, and you probably will be getting that from them. So you'll choose to complete it if you have things that you wish to say to them. And for a final thing, our GED annual conference will be in Dallas this year, July 27th to 29th. Last year, we had a good amount of participation because it was so nearby, being in Alexandria, but just put it on your radar that it is coming up in July, and it will be in Dallas. Yeah.
Everyone, this is Helen. Just wanted to let you know that the Assessment Policy Work Group met on January 30th to review the draft revisions of the Basic Education Skills and English Language Assessment Policy. The timeline you see on this slide is for the public review and comment of the draft. It will be distributed the 15th, and a comment through March 1st. We will put a final policy on the 30th of March. Also, just wanted to mention that as part of this work group, we are re-examining our distance learning policy. So look for an email from me coming out probably sometime later this month for a work group for distance learning. And if you're interested in participating, I know I have heard from a few people. We'd love to have you. Thank you.
Are you there?
Unmute folks, I don't. Done? Okay.
Yeah, you?
Yes, can you hear now?
And I'm unmuting everybody.
Okay.
You're on.
Okay. All right, good morning, everyone. I want to give you a few updates on behalf of MACE. First of all, as Melissa had mentioned a little earlier, our MACE Institute Winter Regional Workshop is on Monday, February 24th from 9 p.m. It's being hosted by Prince George's Community College. That is Fostering Independence, Helping Students Become More Effective Self-Directed Learners, being presented by Sarah Lynn. It is appropriate for ABE, NEDP, GED, or ESL instructors or practitioners. Details for that are on the MACE website. It is filling up. We do already have quite a few registrants for that, but we can add a few more. If you're interested, please take advantage of that soon. Also, the MACE annual conference registration is now open. The early bird registration rate ends on March 23rd, so if you want to take advantage of the early bird rate, make sure you do that by March 23rd. The proposal window is closed, so we're no longer accepting any proposal applications, and we're going through those shortly. So anyone that did submit a proposal in the next couple weeks, you should be hearing back from us whether your proposal was accepted, when it will be presented. And then the last thing, I don't believe I presented to this group yet, but Shelly Alter, who was the MACE board president, she was also working for Hartford Community College. She's accepted a position in the public school system, which unfortunately she's not able to be a part of the MACE board at this anymore. So as the vice president of MACE, I am now the president of MACE. So look forward to working with everyone going forward as the MACE board president. That's all the updates I have. Thank you.
Congratulations, Doug. We're happy to have you, and thanks for the update.
Thank you.
Okay, and that we had a brief agenda today, so it's your turn. Time for questions, comments, and general sharing. Someone has a question, a comment, or something to share with us.
Everyone's been unmuted, so, all right.
Yes, so we should be able to hear all of you.
Kim Duncan, and I just want to say thank you for the extra hour to work on the grant.
Thanks, Kim. Anybody else?
This is Doug. I have a question. I saw that the webinar and everything was uploaded to the Dollar website for the bidders conference. Have the questions and answers, I know they were going to be written out, have they been uploaded yet?
They have been submitted for uploading. They should be posted today.
Okay. Thank you.
The video is on, so you can hear what transpired, but the printed version is expected to be posted today.
Thank you.
This is Nettie Subel over at SBLC. Three of us just came back from the NEDPC or Council Conference in Arlington. Very informative, and we gained a lot. And then presentations will be on our website, the CASA.org. If you go to NEDP Professionals page, it will be uploaded to that page. National conferences. So we'll have access to that. Definitely all the NEDP practitioners, and I'll ask one of us if you want to log in to see the presentations as well. That's all.
Okay. Thank Nettie for announcing that, and that is for all the NEDP practitioners on CASAS.org. And again, if you need that information and you don't have it, contact one of your local NEDP providers.
I understand there's a question about the revised assessment policy. It will not affect the current proposal. Okay?
Yeah, our assessment policy, which we submit in December to Octave, doesn't go into effect until July 1, so that shouldn't be anything to be concerned about. I don't think any significant changes that will affect your practices. Any other questions?
Being recorded, so a recording will be sent to you as soon as WebEx kind of does their thing, and they automatically distribute it if you're on the invite list. I will send it to you in another day.
This is Carol Mowbray-Brooks from Garrett College. And of course, we're all working on the grant. And I do have a question about the alignment to the workforce plans. The adult basic ed section is section 6, and I know for us was a fairly short section in the plan. I want to get a clarification. Should we be reviewing the entire plan for anything that would potentially have an impact on adult education, or focusing just on the specific section that refers to adult education?
Okay, for that question, because this is a competitive RFP, what we will do is we will provide a written answer to that question, and that will be added to the list of questions that are posted on the Dollar website.
Okay, and a follow-up question to that. Since those plans have been submitted, MOUs have also been completed. So a follow-up question, is that considered part of the plan, and should we be referencing that?
Okay, well, we will answer that as well.
Thank you.
And for the rest of you, if you have questions beyond today, you email them to michelle.frazier@maryland.gov, and we will add written responses to the posting on the website. It is essential that we give information, the same information, to all eligible providers. So this is the only way we can do that. But if there are more questions at this time, we will record them and add them to the list. Okay, any questions or comments on anything else? Sounds like are none. Okay, so I'm going to close the call now and give you back your time to work on the RFP, but I want to say in closing, what an honor and pleasure it has been to serve as your director, and I will stay in touch. As you know, in my new job, I will be in touch with state adult education offices, and of course, Maryland will be close to my heart. So, but please keep up the amazing work that you do on a daily basis, which is sometimes tiring and thankless. But stay united, work together on behalf of our students, and I will leave a forwarding email as soon as it's available, and that prior to my leaving. So I hope you will all keep in touch. Best wishes.
Thank you.
Pat.
Enjoy your day.